microphone is activated each time you speak to maintain clarity for the record. For those joining us remotely and for everyone here in the room, the invocation will be provided by First Presbyterian Pastor Kyle Schmidt. Pledge of Allegiance by Commissioner Tommy Ledford. Please stand.
Let us pray. Faithful God, you call us to be saints, but we are more comfortable with the role of sinner. You call us to be your servants, but we worry that we lack the skills to do your work. You put a new song of praise in our mouths, but we stumble on unfamiliar words. You show us the work to be tackled, but we turn away defiant, insisting we have more important things to do. Put your song on our lips and in our hearts. Remind us of the joy that awaits us when we put our trust in you. Guide us into the light of your unwavering, never-ending, and grace-filled love. Lord, I pray for your Holy Spirit to guide the decisions of each of our commissioners, that we would be a people that is pleasing to you, that is bringing glory to you, and is honoring you. Lord, it is in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Salute. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. We'll now have the roll call, please.
Rogers.
Here.
Winters. Beatty.
Here.
Hughes.
Here.
Alford.
Here.
Cry.
Here.
Blake.
Here.
Collins.
Here.
Gilbert.
Here.
Thompson. Goins.
Here.
Slater.
Here.
Mason.
Here.
Ledford.
Here.
It's 12 present and 2 absent.
Thank you. I'd like to have a motion for the approval of the minutes, please. Second. Commissioner Hughes on the second. Any discussion? Being none, call the roll, please.
Rogers.
Yes.
Beatty.
Here.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Goins. Slater.
Yes.
Mason.
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
It's 12 in favor, none opposed, and 2 absent.
Thank you. We'll now move to the report from the county mayor. Mayor Davis, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good afternoon, everyone. Got 2 or 3 things for you today. First of all, you have a resolution that I've passed around, and I realize it'll take 10 votes, but this is a resolution basically for the reporting of ARP funds. Finance has already approved, and it's on your consent agenda today, the amendment that actually moves the money, but this is a resolution that moves $110,000 from a water project with Ocoee Utilities to the Hiwassee Utilities Commission.
Mr. Chairman, I'll take that.
Do I have a second,
Go
please?
ahead, Mayor, if I'll make a motion to adopt this resolution. The caption reads, "Resolution appropriating $110,897 additional funds to the Hiwassee Utility Commission to complete water renovation projects under the SRF loan as allowed by the conditions and terms of the American Rescue Plan Act from the funds allocated by Resolution 2021-50 and authorizing the Bradley County Mayor to execute an amendment to the original agreement with Hiwassee Utilities Commission regarding said appropriations." Put this in form of motion. Thank you.
Have a second by Commissioner Slater. Open for discussion.
Mr. Chairman, like the mayor said, the amendment's already been passed. This is coming from the water fund, the Ocoee Utilities. As we've mentioned before, their board sent the money back to us. They couldn't do the project over in the 6th District. And the mayor and I chatted a little bit, and Crystal, that this is about the only way you could use the money without going back and basically rehashing the whole program, which take another year. But this gets this money out of that bucket, correct, Mayor?
Right.
So the water bucket is now, no pun intended, completely empty, right? That's all I have. Thanks.
Anyone else? Being no further discussion, call the roll, please.
Rogers.
Yes.
Beatty.
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
Mason.
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
It's 12 in favor, none opposed, and 2 absent.
Thank you. I was waiting to see if you were going to say anything, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, I appreciate that. Also, you have in front of you a list of members of the Employee Safety Committee. These are annual appointments. They're all reappointments except with the new EMS director who we failed to get appointed last year, and also the new person from Fire and Rescue, the assistant chief there. I respectfully ask for your confirmation of these also.
I have someone to make the motion. Commissioner Slater, second. Commissioner Alford. Open for discussion. Being no discussion, call the roll, please.
Rogers.
Yes.
Beatty.
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
Mason.
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
It's 12 in favor, none opposed, and 2 absent.
Thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And the other is your audit report. The other day, I was given the state of the county, and Commissioner Blake was in the audience, and I realized I hadn't given the audit report to the county commission yet. And yes, Commissioner, I will be repeating myself 2 or 3 times on part of this.
That's all right.
So bear with me, Commissioner. But the audit did come out the latter part of the year, I think between Christmas and New Year's. It was another good, clean audit, as always. A couple of the highlights, I won't bore you with all the numbers. If you've looked at it, it's like 330 pages, 329 pages. But some of the highlights in it, as I always point out, over time, increases or decreases in net position serve as a useful indicator of whether the financial position of the county is improving or deteriorating. Bradley County's net position at year end was $91,731,000, which is an increase of $11,397. So with an increase in net position, the financial position of the county is definitely improving. Net position is sort of similar to in the private sector to your end of the year profit. Bradley County's general fund audit reported unassigned fund balance of $13,639,000. When I do budget proposals, I always try to be around 25%, and at June 30th, according to the audit, it came in at 26.1%. And Bradley County continues to maintain our very best possible bond ratings, AA2 with Moody's and AA with Standard & Poor's. By the way, we've not always had that good of a bond rating, but maintaining that is a constant challenge. The county's long-term debt, you're asked this a lot, decreased by $7,717,000. So at the end of June 30th of 25, total long-term capital debt outstanding was $52 million. Of this $52 million, $45,396,000 was for education. Of that $45 million, $33 million for county schools and $11.5 million for city schools. So to put this in perspective, through all of the funds, approximately 24,965 total general ledger transactions. That's done by one employee. Approximately 14,288 invoices keyed, and approximately 7,000, a little over 7,000 warrants written last year. Those two numbers, 21,000 total, is done by one part-time employee. And approximately 18,441 payroll checks and direct deposits. The other important thing, you know, every year, and I will say this 2 or 3 times, Mylan, every year we refer to the findings, and I explain how I refer to those as opportunities for improvement. The only bad thing about this audit this year, and it's a great thing really, but we have no opportunities for improvement. There were no findings for the finance department. The county as a whole had one minor finding, and that was in the clerk and master, and that's since been rectified. But 0 findings. And our debt decreased by $7.7 million. So a good, clean audit with, did I mention, no findings, no opportunities for improvement. Any questions? And that really is a great thing because there's nearly always something. So great audit this year. Any questions or comments? If not, I thank you and I appreciate that. One other thing, we've had one other audit. We have audits all the time. 2 other audits came in since then. Has to do with what do you call it? IT audits. They come back after that audit is finished and they do IT audits. And the two that we received just this month, as a matter of fact, both of those also had no findings. So continuing the story of no findings, in case you didn't hear me, Commissioner Blake, no findings, no opportunities for improvement this past year. Thank you.
Is that it, sir?
That's all I have, yes.
Thank you. We'll now move along to the consent agenda. We'll have a Commissioner Slater, to have a second. Commissioner Hughes on the second. Open for discussion. Being no discussion, call the roll, please.
Rogers,
Yes.
Beatty.
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
Mason.
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
It's 12 in favor, none opposed, and 2 absent.
Thank you. We'll now move to reports from committees and/or districts. We'll start on our right with Commissioner Beatty, please.
I have nothing to report. Everything looks pretty well in the first district.
Thank you. Commissioner Hughes,
Mr. Chairman, I have nothing today.
Commissioner Alford,
Yes, just a couple of things, Mr. Chairman. The second district's doing well, and I'll also announce that the Athletic Fields Improvement Ad hoc Committee will meet here next Monday, weather permitting, January 26th at 11 p.m. Mr. Steve Gates with Baseline will be here to answer any questions. He's also sent a projected construction calendar that we will be looking at also.
thank you.
You mean 11 a.m.?
Yes, did I say? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
11
wasn't
a.m.
coming at midnight.
Oh, come on.
Thank you, Miss Sydney.
Where's the-
Past
Commissioner,
my bedtime.
Commissioner Blake, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. All's well in the third.
Thank you. Commissioner Collins,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Nothing to report.
Commissioner Mason,
Just a couple of things, Chairman. The road committee will meet here 9 a.m. January 28th. That's not this Wednesday, it's next Wednesday. And also the Household Hazardous Waste Day, we have a time put down March 21st, 2026, 8 a.m. to noon at the Justice Center. And thanks to Mayor Davis, thanks to Sheriff Lawson for allowing us to always have this event at the Justice Center. KB, Alan Mincy, City Stormwater, Chris Broom, and all of his crews that come out and help us, and County Stormwater, Sarah Jensen, and all of her crews, and probation with Rich Kinlan. That's all I have today. Thank you, Chairman.
thank you. Commissioner Gilbert, please.
Nothing for me, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Commissioner Goins,
Fifth district, no complaints or nothing, no calls. Everything looks good. Thank you.
Commissioner Slater,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have nothing to report today.
Commissioner Ledford,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just wanted to say I had a great banquet at the EMS last week, and the fire department was great, great food. Appreciate those guys and what they do. And last thing, my granddaughter won all her matches at her tournament this past weekend, and she was voted most outstanding wrestler. She has found her knack.
thank you. Commissioner Rogers, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We will have an EMS committee meeting at 10:30 on February 4th here in the commission room. Just wanted to put that out there. And other than that, 7th District's doing well.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Before you move on, I failed to mention, it's not a big deal yet, but the city has arrived back on the scene, and so they are starting to do some dirt work on the Menace Road Fire project.
That's great. Typical government, very slow with it. All right, we'll move along now to approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion? Commissioner Goins, Commissioner Hughes on the second. Open for discussion. Being no discussion, call the roll, please.
Rogers.
Yes.
Beatty.
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
Mason.
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
It's 12 in favor, none opposed, and 2 absent.
Thank you. We'll now move to agenda item A, Commissioner Josh Rogers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a resolution to rezone from FAR Forestry, Agricultural, and Residential District to R2 High Density Residential District, property located at 230 Burris Lane and identified by tax map 020 parcel 010.07. You can see this on pages 38 and 39 of your agenda packet. I place this in form of a motion.
Thank you. We will now enter into a public hearing regarding this zoning request. When you are recognized, please keep your remarks germane to the resolution at hand. Is there anyone present who wishes to speak for or against this request? Is there anyone that would like to speak for it or against it? I had a motion. Do I have a second?
I just had a question.
I'm sorry?
Question. What do they got going on out there? What are they doing?
It's a duplex.
Oh, duplex, okay.
Any other discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I did want to confirm you had a question last week if how it was voted through the Bradley County Regional Planning Commission, and it was voted unanimously to approve through the Planning Commission.
Thank you. Call the roll, please.
So did you second that, Commissioner Goins?
Yes.
Also? Okay. Rogers,
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
It's 12 in favor, none opposed, and 2 absent.
Thank you. Agenda item B, Commissioner Louis Alford.
Yes, Sir Chairman, thank you. I'd like to place on motion to approve the request to award Captain John Collins his service weapon upon retirement on January 15th, 2016. It's on page 40. If you want to look at it, I'll put that in form of a motion, sir.
Got a second? Want to go on the second. Open for discussion? Being no discussion, call the roll, please.
Rogers.
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
It's 12 in favor, none opposed, and 2 absent.
Thank you. We'll move along to communications from the audience. I'll recognize and allow up to 5 minutes for anyone wishing to speak. Speakers must speak into the microphone, identify themselves for the record, and address their concerns to the commission as a whole. Is there anyone that would like to speak? Yes, sir, please.
I'm Bill Sanders, and I appreciate the help you've given so far, and Mayor and Commissioners. We have a small area on the easement that that you've passed before that's being changed, hopefully. And instead of going across AOL property, the owner's not available. He's in Florida, and so we have talked to Mr. Collins, and you've also approved the easement down to his office area, and we want to extend that straight to my property across the road. We have worked very closely with Mr. Collins, and he's been there with us every time we've gone out to survey the route. The survey is completed by Mr. Richmond here. We've signed a contract with an engineering company in Chattanooga to start, and they're working as we speak. It's not too cold to engineer the putting in the pipes and the manholes and other necessary equipment to complete that. I would like to be on your agenda for the next meeting to approve that additional. You have approved most of it, about 85% of it, but we've got another somewhere around 200 feet that we need to, it's not quite 200, just across the office space. We have, it's going to be some disturbance with Mr. Collins, but we've moved the line over very close to his gate, to his office. And so we have left space in the gate that won't be disturbed. That's very important. And I would like to be on the agenda to talk with that the next meeting if I could, because we're running out of time on our contract. And I also want to clear up another thing that keeps coming up. I thought it was done but it seems to be a somewhat of a talking point, is that we have totally agreed with the buyer that they will not put the hospital from Oxkin Bend on that track. Now, I think he would be willing, I haven't talked to him about this, but if it helps to clear some thoughts about that, he will put it in the deed as a restriction in the deed that won't be allowed if that's legal. This is another point I wanted to be sure that everybody understands that that's not going to be the location for the mental hospital. I'll be happy to answer any questions, and we'll do anything to try to prove it to you that that's the case.
What is going to be built on the property that you're going to sell? What is going to be built on the property that you plan to sell?
It is being zoned and passed the Planning Commission of the City of Cleveland and also the council that it will be zoned light industrial, office, warehouse. And we have preliminary plans that shows what he plans to do. And that's what he has said he's going to do. And we've gone over all of the technical things on the volumes and capacities of the sewer line. And it seems to fit okay according to City of Cleveland Utility Department.
I guess my concern is when you were here a couple of months ago, that is what was going to be built, but that in reality, that wasn't really what was going to be built. And so I feel like we were forced to push something through that we were kind of misled about. So I don't know that I'm for this right now. I'm not convinced.
Okay. What it would take to convince?
I don't know right now. I'll have to think about that.
Well, I have never deviated from the plan that we have, that we stated to you. I have never tried to change it over. I fought immediately when I found out about it. I found out about it in August when the only contact that I've had with the state is they emailed me and said, we're interested in your 45 acre tract. I emailed back, said it's under contract. That's it. Until I found out what we all found out, that they were coming in and that is not the case. Not coming on my property.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Sorry, Commissioner Slater, are you finished? Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The past meeting that we had in early December, there seemed to be a sense of urgency that this had to be done very quickly because of timing and you needing to get the contracts done, and we had to pursue this so very quickly. So we decided as a commission to work with you and do those things, and it potentially kind of backfired on us a little bit with the potential of the hospital, Moccasin Bend, coming into that property and us not knowing anything about it. There always seems to kind of be this sense of urgency that we need to get it done because the contracts, this, that, and the other. Mr. Chairman, I know Commissioner Thompson is not here. Well, I believe he's no longer. Is it Commissioner Hughes? Are you the Building and Land Chairman now? Mr. Chairman, I'd like to request that we send his request, this gentleman's request, to Building and Land because it has to do with taking out gates and fences and the buildings and the lands over at the road department, and have a joint meeting with the road superintendent and then Commissioner Mason to be able to discuss this fully before we put it into a work session and then it right straight into a voting session, that we can actually work through our committees and be able to discuss this and have some open communication and honesty of what's going on, actually. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I think it's, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So Mr. Sanders, let me make sure I understand one of the statements you just made. The state of Tennessee, the Department of Mental Health contacted you in August of 2025?
I'm sure didn't understand your question, but
The state of Tennessee, the Department of Mental Health, I assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, contacted you via email in August of 2025. Is that yes or no?
that's correct.
And your reply was that it's under contract. Did they tell you what they wanted to do?
No,
They just said
no, they
they
did
just
not.
said they were interested in your, so at that point in time, in August of 2025, you knew the state was interested, at least interested in your property.
I did not know they were interested until I pulled in.
They contacted you in August of 2025, correct?
The contract was available for them to, they didn't ask me about what the contract was.
Okay,
Now,
fine.
It's my
But they contacted
understanding
you.
that
They
that my
contacted you.
buyer had worked with them on another project in Hamilton County. I didn't know about this, but they were turned down. Okay? So I want to be sure that your questions are answered about my involvement of getting the state here. That is a zero.
Well, here, I'll ask my question again, because I'm probably not asking it correctly, and that's on me. You said that in August of 2025, the state of Tennessee Department of Mental Health contacted you, and that's,
Yes,
Okay,
yes, I've got the email.
right. It's also, and this is just mine, that was never disclosed in all of our conversations.
Well, there was.
I mean,
the only-
I could see how you probably were like, well, it's not
Well,
relevant to anything that you're
When
trying
did
to
you
accomplish.
find out about it? I don't, that's,
One
when I
second,
found
one
out, I
second.
did not found out about it. I did not know that at that time. I did not know about it until a month or so later.
I think it's safe to assume, and again, just me, that if the state of Tennessee Department of Mental Health calls me or contacts me,
Contacted me.
contact, email, text, whatever, that
I've got a copy of
what
that.
would
You
be
can
the
have it.
only reason they would want to contact me? I just find that very interesting.
They
That's all I
did
have.
not contact me anymore. They apparently contacted the buyer, but they did not contact me. And it was sometime later, I can't give you the same date, when I found out about it, was when he had a representative there that I saw when I came by, and I stopped, and we talked. And he said, would you approve it? And I said, no. We immediately had a meeting in his office at Hamlin Place. And he said, all I need for you to do is say, I'm neutral. I says, I'm not neutral. We will not have it at my property because we've agreed on the warehouse, light industrial office agreement. He gave me a copy of that plan, which we have, and that's what I went by. He promised me that there'd be no more contact with the state, and I haven't heard a word. And if anybody that's here has, I'd like to know about it, because that, to me, has been a dead issue. The state left. They said no, and to my knowledge, they haven't had any more contact with anyone here. Let me answer
Well, I'm
that.
fixing to get to that. Mr. Commissioner Rogers made a comment that we needed to turn it to building and lands for consideration, and I'd like to do that, Commissioner Hughes. Is that
Mr.
all
Chairman,
right?
I'll have to get with you to set a date for that meeting.
You work with them on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I do have a question.
Go ahead, sir.
Well, it's just more of a statement. And I appreciate any person, any property owner, any business owner, whoever it might be, that wants to try and sell their property and sell their land. Right? You
Develop the whole area.
and I appreciate that. I do. I think for me, the issue is when it comes to the transparency of the actions that had taken place. Is that when we discussed this in December, it was gotta go. and we have to get this done, or my contract's going to be up, or I'm going to be caught with fines, or I'm going to be caught with this. Those were things that were said in the meeting at that time. But come to find out that there were meetings being had that the very next and same week with the state of Tennessee to bring a mental hospital into this. I understand that, but with people in our community, on the property that we had to request, that you requested to have annex or to be able to have easements placed for sewer for this mental hospital.
No.
So for me, my problem is, and I appreciate Chairman Cry allowing us to have more discussion and time on this, but for me, this is going to be at the time of the commission, not on a shot clock anymore, because we did that first, and now we're coming back saying that the easement that we gave is not proper and not enough, and we have to do something
Has
different.
nothing to do with the state.
I understand that, but before we did what we thought was best, or at least I did in my vote, and the commission did in their vote. But from now on, I'm going to encourage that we actually open up and pull back the covers, and we look at everything and we discuss it in detail, so that we have time to look
Sure.
at this and make sure that this makes sense for Bradley County.
My
That's all I got,
urgency-
Mr. Chairman.
Excuse me. My urgency was the contract expires on the 9th day of February. I extended it from first.
Well, we'll
first
see when we can have a
trying-
building and land commission and a voting session, but it might have to be extended again.
Just explaining why I wanted to get it done, okay, because of the contract. And it expired. We had it extended February the 9th. We have those extensions. And that's why we wanted to go ahead. We've hired an engineer to do the engineering. We signed the contract May the 20th, 2005, so we haven't been, we've had enough time to do something. We haven't done it. Not because of you, because it takes time. In November, the city council didn't meet it at all because of holiday. So we had to get the zoning and the annexation. But it is what it is, and we haven't dragged our feet. It looks like it, I guess. But I'd like to prove once and for all, we don't have to worry about the state. If there's any way in the world that we could do that, if we want to write a letter to the state and ask them, if you want to put it in the deed, those are the only two options that I know about it. If you're not going to take, what we say is because normally I can understand your concern, because normally when you sell a piece or you buy a piece of land, if it meets the codes and the zoning, then it's up to you to what you want to put on it, as long as I understand that. So I'm willing to do any assurances that you want to do to ease your minds and ease your thoughts and ease your concern about that possibility.
What's the name of the company that's looking at buying this, or
It's a partnership.
what partnership is it? I mean,
We have the name of that partnership. Pardon? The man in charge of it is Ross Kachenicek, something like that. But he's done a lot of jobs around the mall and a lot of jobs. He's a very experienced entrepreneur developer. Would you like to have him to come here at the next meeting? We will have him to come. He can answer.
We'll leave that up to the Land, Building and Lands Committee Chairman on who he wants to speak. We'll try to get this meeting set up as soon as possible, but it'll have to go from this meeting to a work session to a voting session. We, as Commissioner Rogers pointed out, we worked with you and your people diligently, and we will now be on the county commission's time clock on handling this, and we'll see where we are, sir. We'll do what we think is right, but we're humans just like you are. We don't like to be manipulated around, and not saying you did it, but somebody misled the county commission. And, we'll look at it from there.
I'm
Anyone?
just asking for, to be on the agenda.
We'll eventually get, if it comes through the Building and Land Committee, that they're the ones that will make a recommendation to be on the agenda.
Anthony Boone with Bill Sanders and this sewer line. I'd just like to address a point with Commissioner Blake, and that is that when we were notified by Mr. Timachuk, Ross Timachuk, who is the purchaser, intended purchaser of this lot, he did inform us that the state was interested in the land in August, as you said, and as Mr. Sanders has clarified. They did not identify themselves as the mental health department. So we had no knowledge of that. Yes, we were informed they were interested, but we didn't know any more details at that time. And only until late in the game, and I understand Commissioner Rogers' concern that we all feel a little duped by the state because they came in at the 11th hour and they've said this is a done deal, and without consultation from the community, from the seller, and we feel as though we weren't informed either. So we came to the commission with full transparency of what we knew at the time, and there was not any behind the scenes dealings for us to push this through to get this so we could sell to the state. That was not accurate. So if we will get a chance with the commission to be able to present the sewer line in the case, and we were not informed that it was the mental health department of the state. Thank you.
Anyone else have any comments or questions? Thank you very much. Is there anyone else that would like to speak before the commission? Okay, thank you. The announcements you've heard on meetings, and Commissioner Hughes will come up with a date in conjunction with Lori. And the next meeting is a work session Tuesday, January the 26th at 2026 at 7 p.m. Main Street, Cleveland, January the 26th at noon at the Elks Lodge.